Hello and welcome back to another episode of Riichi Mahjong. Today we're going to be playing a South match in the Silver Room. Yeah, the first South match in a while. And you know what? I just had a feeling today. That's what always happens. Like sometimes I'm scared to do the South matches, but we got second, first, second recently, getting out of our losing streak. So this is the perfect moment to try to keep that winningness up and try to score some double points in the South game. So we are in for the long haul today, but I mean, ideally, we can get done with it pretty quickly and just call it a day with a nice first place. Try to get our rank up a little bit because it's kind of fallen, but that's okay. Anyway, so I'm excited for this game, really. We got two Dora already in our hand with the sevens. Two white dragons. I mean, this would be a hand that I would open up, I think. So I think that's exactly what we're going to do. Keep the green dragon for now, at least as a safe tile for later, you know. Anyway. Yeah, so we've been on a bit of a losing streak, and then we went a bit of a winning streak, and, you know, I'm trying to get my stats up a little bit, and we're just going to play good, solid Mahjong today. Get rid of the red dragon before it causes us trouble. Good, solid Mahjong. Try not to make any stupid mistakes about folding. Like, I feel like my detriment has just been folding when I really shouldn't have folded. Wait, no, the opposite. Not folding when I really should have folded. Especially in the later hands of the game, I'm just pushing for no reason. And sometimes it works out, but I don't know. It's not the easiest thing. The green dragon pair like sucks a little bit. I think I'm just going to discard it. Because it's just going to be our pair no matter what. And I don't want to get a posse with the Riichi, so I do not mind calling it. Yeah, the red dragon we can call. I don't mind it. Discard the green dragon now. See if we can get some more safe tiles that come out. They're crying for some reason. The second Riichi comes down. Okay, now everyone is just like in tempi for like literally everything. The 9 is maybe safe. I'm not sure. We're also not really in tempi. We're not even really close. We need a lot, but I do kind of want to push this hand a little bit. Okay, now we actually do get in tempi and it passes, so I would love to steal this hand from everyone else because, oh my god, we do steal the hand. That is unbelievable. We just drew the perfect tiles and everyone was pushing so hard. It's a 4-Han hand. Basically a Mongon to start off the game. We're not in the dealer seat, but we got 2 Riichi sticks to pick up, so love to see that. It's basically like a dealer seat. And we're going to move on to East 2. Long game, though. Long game. They're emo spamming. You know what? I love that for them. I really do. I'm a big fan of emo spammers, to be honest. I mean, I'm not one myself. I could never cross that line, you know, the line of disrespect. But I respect you if you do want to emote spam, you know? Like, that's a reasonable thing to do with your time. And I appreciate it. Now, I will say, if you're going to emo spam, at least have a character skin, you know? I'm not the person to talk about character skins because I'm no better than anyone else, right? I got lucky with getting this skin. I've only spun, I think I did the gacha like 10 times. So I don't know what the chances of getting a skin in 10 times is, but it's definitely not common. So I can't really say anything about having a character, but I do. That's okay. It's put me in the upper echelon of players, I realize. I feel like a higher status. And I don't know if that says anything about me or my opponents or whatever. Or maybe the mindset you have to enter to play this game, but it makes me feel good to have this character. It does. It makes me it's like wearing luxury clothes, you know. And I don't have any luxury clothes in real life. Like I'm not a big Louis Vuitton, Gucci sort of person, but maybe online, maybe I am. Maybe I want to show off a little bit. Okay, let's see. What do we have here? I think now we're going to discard the dragon. Let's hold on to the west wind for a little bit. Red dragon does get pawned. Everyone is opening up the hand here, and it makes me a little it's very interesting what kind of game we have going on. Let's discard the 9. Yeah, we got some interesting plays in this game. We got an expert 1-star. I'm not too upset about the expert 1-star in the lobby. And the adept 3-star. I am unfortunately still adept 2-star and very low on the rankings. We're only 242 out of 800. Really don't want to D-rank, so we got to keep on winning. I mean, I keep saying that, but you know how it is. Let's get rid of the 8. Let's see. Okay, what is this hand actually doing? 1, 2, 2, 5, 6, 6. That's 2 shapes there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. That's 4 shapes. So we're still looking for another shape somewhere. I don't know. I really don't know. The west wind is looking a bit dubious because, of course, no one else can use it. For Yaku, it is my seat wind, but at the same time, it hasn't come out, which is kind of telling me that someone's holding a pair, right? Now, the question is, would they call the pair if I do discard it? I'm not sure. If it's toy in front of me with the red dragon Yaku, they would call it. So I'm a little scared of that. And, you know, they could be moving into a half flush angle. Doesn't look like it, though, because you discard the 4 Dora, so I don't think so. But you never really know. I think I'm going to discard it now. Let's see what happens. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. You know, I can't even be mad because I called it and I tested fate. I said, what if they're waiting on the west wind, half flush angle? And I said to myself, there's no chance that's happening. And I did it anyway. I called it and I did it anyway. And you know, that's my bad. That's my bad. And maybe I should have seen it coming. Not even see it coming. Maybe I should have just trusted myself for once. Ever think about that? Maybe I just need to trust myself and realize like, hey, maybe when I have an inclination of something, I should, you know, follow the logic a little bit. Maybe trust myself. I don't know. I don't know about that. Okay. New hand, new me. Where does this put us? It puts us in 3rd place. Still a long game, though. East 2. We're in here for the long haul. Gotta lock in a little bit. And it's worrying me a little bit because usually when I record these videos, I don't get that parched. And, you know, it helps that I've been recording shorter and shorter videos. But it's like, we're like 5 minutes in. I don't know if we're 5 minutes in. But we're close to 5 minutes in. I'm already feeling parched, right? So this is an unfortunate situation for me. I don't know where this recording session is going to take me, to be honest, right? Like I may just be parched the whole time, or maybe I'll try to run and get some water. But the problem is, usually I have some water next to me. It's empty right now. That's on me. I mean, I can't really blame anyone else for that. Like, it's on me. The water should have been filled up just in emergency situations. You know, I try to stay hydrated. Like, I did sports in my childhood, so I'm good at staying hydrated. But sometimes it just slips your mind. You're like, you know what? I wouldn't need any water. I don't need water. But I'm the type of person who does need water. Like, there's some people who just go the entire day without drinking water. And, like, that's crazy to me. Like, I, you know, wake up, drink water. I have it next to me at all times. I was the kid with the water bottle in high school. Which, I think if I know enough about the water bottle lore. What do you discard here? The 9 probably. If I know anything about the water bottle lore, that used to be kind of weird to carry around water bottles, but then now everyone does it. And when I was in high school, yeah, everyone did carry around water bottles. So don't get on me for carrying around a water bottle. Try to be hydrated. I'm just trying to be healthy, you know. And I was thinking like, okay, because I saw a post of like some old guy saying like, hey, back in my day, we didn't carry around water bottles in schools. Like, okay, well, good for you. Good for you, I suppose. But the public water fountain industry has kind of gone under since you're back in your day, right? Like, have you ever seen a public water fountain? Okay, a lot of people who watch these videos, they're not in America, so you wouldn't know. But apparently in America, before I was born, there used to be a robust social movement to get water fountains everywhere, and there's public water fountains everywhere in the United States, and they used to be all working and nice and upkept and everything. And then nowadays you look at the water fountains and they're just like dilapidated, they're just like overgrown, they don't work half the time. You're like, what happened? And like, okay, I understand because like maybe it's gross, but are we sure that being grossed out by public water fountains isn't like some sort of stigma that was forced onto us by, I don't know, some higher power? Cough, cough, the corporations. I'm not too sure about that, right? Like, look, Big Water Bottle really tried to say like, hey, these public water fountains are safe. And I'm not saying anything. I'm not against Big Water Bottle. But all I'm saying is that they've been pretty successful on that front, I have to say. Pretty successful. And so, yeah, back in your day, you were able to drink drink from public water fountains. And I don't have that luxury. I didn't have that luxury during school, so I had to bring my own water bottle around. And, you know, that's just the life I live. Am I proud of it? Like, yeah, I am proud of it, you know? I am. Okay, what's going on with this hand? 18 tiles left. No one's called anything, so maybe a more standard game. Are we close? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, we technically have 5, but it's not a good 5. Let's start looking at tiles we could fold potentially. The 8 seems pretty live. 6s seem pretty good. This 6 seems a little scary. I mean, I just discarded it 2 hands ago. Like, what's the chances? Okay, it passes. The Dora honestly doesn't look that bad, although there's 2 2s that have been discarded. I think the 6s are pretty safe. The 5s look pretty safe. I mean, I'll just keep discarding the 6s. Like, that's pretty easy. It'd be nice to get into Tempai, but we'd need to start calling things. And maybe I should have been more vigilant back when there was pawns and cheese being thrown around on my screen instead of telling the water bottle story. But that's okay, right? Because it's a long game. I have to keep telling myself that. We're pacing ourselves. There's the Riichi. I mean, I do kind of want to cheat it because I want to see if I could potentially get into Tempai. The 6 is safe. Because what would we need to get into Tempai? We need a lot, actually. A 2 and then a 4. There's a chance. There's a chance. I need to draw a pair somewhere because we need the 3 for the 3, 4. Okay, the Ron comes. It's not on me. It's on the 5. It's Riichi, pure double sequence, red 5. Just a 3-Han hand. That's fine by me. It's unfortunate I got hit by the super half flush hand and East 2, but I mean, what can I do? What can I say? Your boy got to deal in to make it interesting, you know. It can't just be an easy victory like that two videos ago. Okay, let's see what's going on with this hand. 2, 2, 3, 3, 5, 5, 8, pair of 1s, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, interesting, very interesting. Is this an all simple situation? Maybe. I don't know about that. The thing is, we don't have any honor tiles. The 9 is the Dora, so I think I have to keep it. Let's discard the 8. Probably our most outside tile. I mean, we got to keep the Dora for a little bit. We can't really use it, but I mean, what else are we doing with this hand, right? It's just all simples, like nothing. If I discard the 1s. Okay. I like this. The pair of 5s work now, right? Because you get 3 1s. 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're definitely not doing all simples, unless all hell breaks loose. I'm not too certain. I mean, I could always discard all these tiles, but if I were gonna go all simples, it would involve discarding the 9, which I don't really enjoy. Yeah, I don't know. Like, let's discard. No, we don't need the 6. Okay, hold on. I'm thinking, like, okay, do I discard the 2 maybe? Like, maybe you discard the 2 of bamboo. Right? But then again, if I draw the 6, I am happy. Okay, the 5 gets called, and like that's unfortunate. My safest tile against them is the 2. Let's discard the 2. I was thinking, like, okay, if we draw the 6, right, we can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pair of 1s. Like, that's not the worst case scenario, right? But I don't know. I mean, I kind of want to call this, you know? I kind of do want to call it. It's like a pretty bad weight, but it would accept the Dora for us. And oh my god, we hit it. Oh, it's just the heart of the cards. I feel like Yugi right now. It's just amazing. I mean, what a I mean, I can't say anything other than luck. It's Riichi, Sumo, Dora, red 5. We hit 2 Oradora with the 5s. Oh, it feels good to be lucky. It feel honestly, like, I deserve it. I deserve it. You know, I don't deserve it, but it makes, you know, sometimes I don't feel like I deserve it, so I have to remind myself that maybe, you know what, Kyle, like, maybe you do deserve it. Emo spamming again, like, look, I see it. I see it, man. Like, it sucks to get a Sumo Haneman. This puts us in the lead. I mean, I was about to say, like, our hand's looking pretty good. I am calling the early Riichi. Not because not because it's a good play, but because of the mental corruption that's happening to all my enemies at this table right now. If you get the luckiest Haneman you've ever seen, and then you follow it up with second discard Riichi, it's over for your mental, right? Like you just like I appear to them as the main character, and that's just half the battle. The mental part of this game is maybe 60% of the game, right? And so far, like I'm winning that on that battlefront, and they can't really do anything to catch up to me. Okay, what's the weight? It's a 7. Not the worst weight. Not the worst weight. It is interesting. This could have been Pinfu if the weight was a little different. We do have to wait on the single-sided weight, but that's okay. I mean, so early on in the game, like no one has any idea, right, what you're waiting on. It's just, it instills so much fear. We hit the Dora as well, so it's not even a Riichi Nomi situation. It's a Riichi Dora. Would you love to see? Oh, okay, someone chases me. Another pretty early Riichi, all things considered. And I mean, if you're in that position, you do kind of have to go for it. I mean, you're in far last place, and I guess the worst case scenario for me is I deal into someone. But that's just the luck of the draw, right? And so far, seems like the flow's on my side, so seems like a good bet for me. And I'm not a betting man, so you know if I say it's a good bet, it means it's a really good bet. Just kidding, guys. No, if I say it's a good bet, don't listen to me. don't listen to me. I'm either gonna trick you or I'm wrong. And in this case, I'm tricking myself because I'm wrong. So it's a double whammy. Okay, let's see. Okay, so is the 7 going to come out? It's unfortunate how this is shaped up because it looks like people are using the 7s in their hand, which is understandable, right? The 5 has come out from Shimo on the from Kami on the left, which means maybe they're not using the 7s, but it looks like Toy and Shimo in front of us and to the right of us are using dot tiles, the tires as Northern Line would put it. Shimo comes out, and you know what? Like I have to pass the luck around the table. You know, it's not fun if I just win every single hand. I wonder where all the 7s were, but that's okay. It's just a small victory, and we're still in first, but honestly not by a lot. We're entering the second half, and we can't just sit back and relax. South 1, we're only up by 1,000 points. That's one Riichi stick, man. That's nothing. Absolutely nothing. This hand's a little less explosive than last one, but it's okay. We do have 2 white dragons, so we're most likely going to open this hand up. I mean, we are trying to win hands, but honestly, it doesn't matter the strength of our hands so much because at the same time, like, we're trying to end this game as quickly as possible. Not just because we're in first. We're kind of in a joint first right now, if you really think about it. I don't like this draw. But we can hedge a little bit. Let's discard the 4. Like, if we do get the 3, like, I'm really happy about it. So, I'd be kicking myself if I discard this. And the 4 is disconnected, right? Here comes the 7. Let's hedge a little bit more. The 9s can be our pair, right? Then we have... Obviously, we have a 5, 6, 7 with the 8s. But these pairs are nice to hold because... Yeah, when we open up our hand like this, like... It's nice to keep hold of them, and we're close, right? So now we're going to discard the 2 and the 1. It's our weakest shape, right? We don't want to get rid of our 5, 6s. We're not going to accept the Dora. That's okay. The 1 is also a pretty safe tile. And now we're just going to pawn everything. We're 1 away with a good weight. 4 or the 7. And it's white dragon, red 5. Nothing, nothing, nothing. That's good enough, though, to be honest. Still gotta stay vigilant though. Make sure no one else deals into you. Well, make sure you don't deal into anyone else, I mean. Oh, we hit the Sumo. I mean, it's just meant to be sometimes. It's just meant to be. And, you know, and is anyone really complaining? Like, if you go on a losing streak, right, you deserve some wins after a while. You really do. I'm talking like I'm not grateful enough. And perhaps I'm angering the Mahjong gods. I should probably stop. I'm not usually like this. I guess I'm just enamored with the luck right now. Let's discard our seat wind. We got to keep the Dora for a little bit. Let's see. We got 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. Oh, I mean, it's just unfortunate. We drew. I mean, this So the Mahjong gods are giving me signs that maybe I'm disrespecting the game a little too much with the 2 West draws, but that's okay. Our weakest shape, I mean, we have this 369 in the bamboo, which is, it's not good at all, right? It's just really disconnected. So I don't mind discarding some of these. In terms of the other shapes, though, obviously our 2-3 shape is really good. A 6-7-8 is completed. And we have a weak shape here with the 1-2, right? But then again, our hand's not really the fastest you've ever seen, right? Improve the shape a little bit with the 5-6-6. So it's been brought to my attention recently while playing a game of 3-player Mahjong, which I played for the first time yesterday night with some of my friends. We only had 3 people. So a lot of times we just play with bots in the friendly room. But this time, we were like, you know what? Let's try 3-player Mahjong. Let's save the 6 a little bit. I don't mind saving the 6. We're not going to get infuriated with our discards, so a decent tile to hold on to. Although I suppose if I was going to hold on to one of these tiles, it should have been the 3, because the 3 is the strongest middle tile, I guess you could say. This 3 is nice. Let's discard the red dragon now. The Dora 2 is out already, and I really don't want it to get into trouble later on if someone is a psycho and waits for the last red dragon, which definitely could happen. White dragon probably leaving soon. Yeah, in terms of the middle tiles, the 3 is better than the 6 because you can form a better triplet with a 2-3, right? Because the 2-3 or the 7-8 is the best double-sided weight because the 9 and the 1 are most likely to come out. They're least likely to be used in other people's hands. So it's really good if you're able to wait for those in the end. Okay, the Chi comes, and I do want to make sure I have a safe tile. Unfortunately, I don't have a safe tile. 6, 7, 8 looks like it's safe. Let's discard the 9 here. We don't necessarily need it. And it's not necessarily Suji, but I really don't want to discard my 8. And I guess 6 would be nice as well. 6 is Suji to the 3. Oh no, it's not Suji. It's not the middle tile. We hit the 6 now. Do I have anything that's safe at all? The 5, I suppose. Yeah, let's discard the 5. This is the type of hand where you do just kind of want to fold. Like, I'm close, but not really, right? Although this isn't all simples opportunity, I'm not gonna lie. I don't need that. 2, 3, 4. Let's just send it, you know? Like, I don't mind. Let's discard a little dangerously. Okay, that passes. There's only so many of those we get, by the way. When you just send a random tile, there's only so many passes you get in a day. This is like a daily amount. Okay, wait. So can we steal this hand away if we do start calling things? We have a 2, 3, 4. The problem is the 6 would be our discard, and it's just terrible, right? Unless we draw another 6. Okay, the 1's safe, so that's nice. I think if we find the 7 for our 6, 7, 8. I mean, here's the thing. Like, even if we do draw the 7, it's still like such a terrible thing. I think this is just a fold here with the 2 and 3 being safe. I think we discard these. Iran comes out with the 7. Not on the person I was worried about. All simples red 5. Lucky it's not me, I suppose. Doesn't really change much. It's an exchange between the 2 bottom players, so we're gonna keep going. And we have a pretty decent lead, all things considered. Like 4,000 is not a lot, but it's also not a little amount. Orphan check, not enough. Always gotta check for the orphans. East wind is our guest wind here. We don't need it. We are double south, so the south we do want to keep. Maybe we can draw another one. We do have a lot of tiles. We definitely don't need those. So we're just gonna discard a lot of these. The west is gonna leave next. Yeah, so I was playing 3-player Mahjong. Turns out it's pretty fun. It was my first time ever trying it. I was just like, guys, you know, let's just run this 3-player Mahjong. Like, I don't know the rules. Turns out the rules are the same. You just score more points, and it's way easier to make good hands because like one suit is just completely gone. And I don't know what I think about it, right? Because on one hand, it's fun. It is fun, but it's kind of like an amalgamation if you really think about it. Like, it's not the game we signed up to play. It's really not. Let's get rid of our green dragon. Like, I want to play some strategic Mahjong 4-player Three-player Mahjong kind of just feels like, you know, it's like one of those mini games, you know? It's like you're playing Mario Kart and you play like battle mode. Like, that's not what the game's about. I'm not trying to pop balloons. I'm trying to race. And maybe I've been indoctrinated a little bit because my my in-person Mahjong club that I go to, they famously hate three-player Mahjong. Now, I don't really know why. I'm too scared to ask about the history. Like, whenever it comes up, they're like, oh yeah, like everyone turns to you and looks at you like you've just uttered like madness. And it's like, whoa, like, hey, I'm not trying to insult anyone by suggesting three-player Mahjong. I guess it's not your vibe. Let me just back off a little bit. But they're scowling at you like, oh yeah, we don't do that here. It's like, do what? Play a game? Like what? They're acting like it's some crazy thing. But look, I haven't asked, so I don't know the history. Do we have a safe tile for this? The 8s. Let me just discard the 8s. Right? Don't we have another pair anyway? It's not the, and it's not ever going to become a triplet, so it's not the most useful for us. Okay, with the Riichi coming out, is this hand salvageable or is it just a fold? Good question. Good question. The 1 is the 1 safe. The 1's not safe. It was right before the Riichi tile. The 3's safe now, and you know, some would argue that you call pawn there, but I'm seeing the 3 come down and say, hey, lucky day for me. That's 2 more safe tiles. Okay, Iran comes out. We don't actually need to sit through 35 more draws of me folding this hand. Love to see it. That's the best case scenario. More points are being given an exchange between the 3rd and 4th player, and actually they're catching up a little bit, salvaging their rank, I suppose. But it is a repeat deal, so the game does continue. They're doing what they need to stay in the game, which I have to respect as a fellow opponent. East is our guest win. We don't have any of our wins, actually, so let's just discard them right away. Yeah, I'm enjoying, I enjoyed three-player Mahjong. I don't know if I'm going to play it much, but it's fun, it's exciting. And while I was playing, it was brought to my attention that perhaps a good way to introduce Mahjong to people is by describing it as a deck builder roguelike. And if you really think about it, like, okay, some cases you make an analogy or like a metaphor and you have to really squint to see it. But I don't think you need to take a billion steps back to see what I'm talking about here, the deck builder roguelike. If you're not familiar with that term, it's like Slay the Spire, Balatro, like these are deck builder roguelikes. And if you really think about it, what is Mahjong if not for a deck builder roguelike? You know, the runs, I'll concede, the runs are very short, right? But like, look, my deck is my hand. I'm playing optimally to ensure that my hand is better. I mean, this is just what a deck builder roguelike is if you really think about it. So maybe that's what I'm going to lead with when everyone's like, oh, like what game have you been playing lately, Kyle? Like you seem to be really into it. It's like, oh yeah, it's called Riichi Mahjong. Like, oh, what is that game? I've never heard of it. Yeah, it's a new deck builder roguelike. Okay, that just sounds much better than trying to explain like the whole history of this game. Like, is it a bit, I don't know, like sly? Yes, perhaps. Am I above that? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, like anything to get people into the game, like come on. Okay. 2-4, that's a shape. 6-7-8's a shape. 7-7-9's a shape. 1-2-3's a shape. 4-7, not really a shape. We have 4 shapes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not the worst hand. I don't mind pushing this a little bit. I mean, we'd need to find some things. I'm also not opposed to going all simples, frankly. I don't mind keeping the bulge. We're gonna discard the 1. We don't necessarily need it, and it will bring us closer to all simples, right? Keep the 9 a little bit longer because if we do draw the 8, like maybe I'll reconsider. I mean, it's tough. Now it might just be a Riichi moment, to be honest. Let's keep the 7, 7, 8, 9 for now, though. Because, I mean, we can always draw another 7 and have that still be our pair. We are missing our pair. If we draw either of the 7s we have in our hand, we make a pair with it, right? Which is nice. But we're still, the 2-4 shape is pretty weak. That's a 7. We can't call it. I mean, look, there is a pivot, right? There's a pivot. Call the 7, discard the 8 and the 9, go for all simples. Maybe that's the move, but even then we're missing a shape, right? We hit the 7, 8, 9, 6, 7, 2, 4. Our weakest shape Let's discard this 7, right? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. We need the shape, right? Discard the 7. It is safe, actually, which is... Oh, it's not safe. But who am I to look? I should probably pay attention to this Riichi. It is the person in second place. I really don't want to deal into them. But then again, we're pushing. I mean... I'm going to do this weight because it's a safe tile. And I really don't want to get called. And it's like, okay, 2 versus 3, 6 versus 7. It's basically the same, right? Neither of them are discarded by that player at all. So it's not like I'm setting a trap with either of them. And it's really only one difference. 7, I suppose, is slightly better tile than 6, but so be it. And I'm just trying to be safe as possible as long as I can, but I definitely am calling Riichi here because who doesn't like a good old-fashioned standoff between the two top players? I mean, I'm not here to play efficiently. I'm here for the vibes, and right now I feel like this is a nice position to be in. Not because I'm about to win, but because it's chaotic. The music's playing. It sounds like Risk of Rain music, which shout out Risk of Rain, goated soundtrack. But yeah, I'm hyped. 17 more tiles to go. I mean, I'm looking for the 7. Who knows what they're looking for? I really couldn't tell you. Hopefully it's a bad weight. But then again, look, I haven't been opposed to calling with bad weights and getting lucky. I mean, look, that's what this game's about. The 6 comes down now. Oh, it could have been a double run, actually, which is crazy. It could have been a double run if I was waiting for the 6. Which is unfortunate. It puts us in second place now because it was a big hand. Oh boy. Okay, this is my dealer seat now. I don't need much to win. 4,000 points to win. We hit a north wind. Let's keep the dragons for now because drawing into any of the dragons would put us in a much better position just to open up our hand and be fast. Because then again, we're really trying to make this hand go fast. And if we don't get some sort of open Yaku, the north wind is stuck being our pair. Maybe it would be okay for Pinfu, but that's kind of a pipe dream, right? Because, I mean, we have a lot more tiles to go through. The red dragon probably going to be discarded first. I can't pawn it, unfortunately. Can't pawn it. The 8 of bamboo is the Dora. We don't have anything around that at all in our hand. Choose how to draw the 3. I suppose we keep the 3 for now. Though we did discard the 1. It's unfortunate. Green dragon is the less likely to come out, so I suppose that's being discarded next, but the 9 sucks too, so let's just get rid of the 9, hedge a little bit more. What do we need for this hand to come together? I mean, in terms of our... there is a decent possibility of, like, a half flush, right? We're drawing the wrong tiles, unfortunately. 2, 2, 3, 5. I mean, pair 2s, draw the 4. That's 3 shapes here, right? With the 7, 8, 9. And then 4, 5. It's possible. I mean, I don't need to go for it, but I mean, what else am I doing with this hand? It would allow me to call the north if it shows up. And it's a little dubious now because the white dragon and the green dragons are being discarded. I didn't draw them. This 5 makes it a lot easier, actually. Right? There is still a north wind left in the deck somewhere. So I think at this point I will call it because it's an easy half flush. Right? The question is, what do I call here? Do I call a 7? I don't call a 7. I think I do call a 5, although now I don't really think so. It's a half flush full straight possibility with the 4 draw, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We call a chi here, I think, for sure, with the 7, 8, 9. And yeah, we're in tempo already, and we can still improve our hand. The 6 likely to come out, right? If we do draw a 4, though, we don't need to draw the 4. We don't even need to worry about the 4, right? Let's just focus on improving our hand. I think this is the correct call because the 7 pair on the end here gives us a lot of versatility, right? 1, 2, 3. I mean, I gotta go for it for the vibes, right? 3, 4, 5. It ruins our weight a little bit. Oh wait, I did it wrong, right? Oh, I did it wrong. It was 4, 5, 6. It was 4, 5, 6 that I needed. It's not even the worst thing, right? Because if we did call 4, 5, 6, we would have 1, 2, 3, and we would have been waiting on the 7, right? So it's kind of a similar situation. I can still technically go for it. No, I don't need it. I don't need it. Green Dragon's safe enough. Yeah, I'm a bit of a predicament. We're still in this hand, obviously. Do we pawn it? Like, no. I don't think we need to. We don't need to mess up our hand. The 3. I mean, the 6 is so dangerous. But I'm pushing. Look, you only get so many of those. You only get so many of those tiles you throw out. 6, 7, 8, 5. No, we're still waiting on the same stuff. Another 6. Look, it is safe, I have to say. It is safe. Look, the 3 is not the best tile, man. It might just be in the dead wall, though. I really did screw up this hand, but that's okay. No, it doesn't do anything. This doesn't do anything. I literally need the 3. Right? There's nothing I can call. Because I've just put myself in this position. I mean, it's not the worst position, but I was in such a good position before. I mean, I hate this, but like, what am I going to do? Fold? No way. It passes. Look, I think I've used up my quota of terrible discards for the day. Maybe that will... I can't not push. Please. It's a Ron? Who's milking it? I know you're going to Ron this tile. Who's milking it? Are you thinking about calling the Dora, maybe? Oh my god, it passes. I thought that was over for me. I was already so sold. Exhausted draw. We're in 10 for the same thing, which is actually so funny. The game continues, though, because I'm not in first, and I'm the dealer. If I know my rules correctly, I think we play again. Yeah, it's a dealer repeat. New hand, new me. The wins we need are south and east. We don't have either of them. Now we got to really lock in. We fumbled that last hand just a little bit. But we have another chance. We've been gifted another chance by the gods, some would say. Like, okay, this is another situation where, like, yeah, we do have a lot of character tiles, but we have this 3-4 good weight with the Dora, so it's like, okay, I'm not going for a flush again, because I'm just using this Dora. That's basically like a flush, right? Don't really need this 9, right? 6, 7, 7. I mean, we'd love to accept the 8. I think we don't need the 1, actually, right? I mean, okay, you could argue full straight, right? Because what are we missing? 8, 2, 5. I mean, we're missing 3. 3 away is kind of rough for full straight. But you could argue getting rid of the 7, 9 also. But it's not like we can't accept the 2. I think the only thing is, like, it's the same thing with the 9, right? No, we don't call it. Don't call it. Like, if we do get the 2, we'd love to do 1, 2, 3 and still have the 3, 4. Right? Same thing with the 8, right? If we draw the 8, we have a 6, 7. So I just kind of have to choose one. Maybe it's better to keep both of those, but the chances that we do draw one of these 2 tiles are slim. I mean, what's more likely is I'm going to draw like a 3 or a 7 or whatever. And then I just have to figure it out from there. So I'd like to keep my shapes kind of easy to comprehend. You know, if I didn't have a guide last game, like, I would have been in shambles. At least the guide told me that I have no idea what's going on. Let's discard the 9 here. I think that's a better choice, right? We have this pair of 9s here with the norths. 3, 3, 4, 6, 7, 7. I mean, these are good weights that can accept a lot of things, right? Obviously, both can accept a 5. And then we're looking for 7, 8, 2, 3. It's a lot of acceptance there. This weight's also good. You can accept the 8 or the 9 here. Do we ever cheat this? No, we don't open up our hand here, right? I think it's too... It's rough, right? Because, like, yeah, I could open up my hand for what? All simples? Maybe toy. Like, it's not the craziest thing. But we really only need 1 Han to get there. The Riichi comes. And it's just devastating. I'll push the 1. I mean, what are the chances? It passes. I mean, look, that's not a good call. Not a good call by any means to discard the 1. because it is next to the Dora. I mean, you're not waiting on this either, right? You discard the 2, there's no way. No way, they were waiting on it? Oh, they got me. They actually got me. Does it change the positions at all? 5? It doesn't change the positions, I don't think. But they got me at the end, I suppose. Second place, plus 32 points. Hey, that's pretty good. That's like a win in East game. I'm happy with that game. Nice and long, nice and exciting for everyone involved. Got some good hands in there, I think. Got really, really lucky. But, I mean, that's half the battle, right? You gotta look at the log. I'm contractually obligated to show you guys all my mistakes in the log. Let's see, second place. I'm guessing, I don't know, B? I don't think I played that well. Maybe B minus. B plus. You know, a little better, but it's still B. I didn't write down any hands. Let's just kind of go through. Yeah, first 2 hands are crap. If we hit this Haneman, D plus is crazy. The last 2 hands we played well, actually, but we just dealt in. I mean, this deal-in sucked, right? This hand was interesting to play for me because I really didn't know about discarding the 1 or the 9, but it agrees with me, which I like. Okay, I knew this was a dubious discard, but it's not the worst case scenario, right? The North is probably the best discard here. It's safe. And I definitely should discard it here. But then again, look, it's a toss-up. You kind of want to keep pushing this hand, right? And the North is like, you know it's safe. The 1 doesn't look dangerous, right? When they're not pair waiting on it. The only way they're waiting on it is if they literally had 2... They had a 2-2-3. And they decided to take apart the 2-2-3 by discarding the 2. And I guess in their hand they have... I mean, I don't know what they drew, but I guess I can tell what they drew. They did 2-2-3, 5-6. They drew a 5. Okay, so they just took apart the 2-2-3 for the 5-5-6. And that just screwed me up. It's fine. Let's see, what's another hand that was interesting? Let's look at my Haneman real quick. I mean, this just was kind of simple, right? It doesn't like the 3. It wants me to discard the door. Well, have they considered that maybe I'm just better? I'm just going to accept the Dora? I mean, this Riichi was crazy. Riichi Insta-Sumo for the 1-8 was outrageous. That was an outrageous hand. And then the Insta-Riichi, right? Okay, what does it think about the Insta-Riichi? It loves the Insta-Riichi. We like to see it. We don't get lucky if that's okay. I mean, all the luck's gone. It's funny it's a C and like 1 discard. That's funny. There was another interesting hand. I don't want this game to go on for too long. Let's look at... I won the first hand pretty readily with the white dragon hand with the Oradora, right? Or was that the other hand? Likes a pawn, right? Then it wants me to discard the dragons, which I can see, but doesn't... And then even if I draw the second dragon, I'm just discarding it anyway. Glad I caught that. And I called everything correctly, right? Yeah, and I just get lucky. I mean, it's not lucky. I played well. Get what I drew. And then I dealt in here. Let's look at the deal in hand. This will be the last thing we look at. We start pretty good. Doesn't like the 2 discard. Likes the 9 better. I can see it. 2's a little bit better than a 9 in this situation. Green dragon discard is mixed. Doesn't like the red dragon. It hates the 9. Okay, I see the 9. I eventually discard it. Doesn't like the 8 either. Like, I think the 8's a fine discard. Like, you're not going to draw another one of it. I mean, I guess you can always draw the 7, but then it's just like... Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think you keep the 1, right? I'm not sure. The West is dangerous, but I never discard it. The white dragon comes. Suddenly, everyone's in Tempai. Yeah, this is the hand where, like, everyone was in Tempai, and I just randomly got into Tempai, right? And it was just crazy. Oh, no, I discarded... Okay, that was another hand. This was... correct. And it wants me to fold here. Oh, I know this hand. You're bringing me back to my darkest hour. I didn't even realize what was going on until I saw this. I really need to get good at remembering what rounds I'm doing things. This is the hand where I very clearly stated that the West is dangerous and it's going to deal into the half flush. And then I discarded it into the half flush. Okay, we don't need to dwell on it. We don't need to dwell on it. We can see the animation, okay? We don't need to dwell on it. That's it. It's a pretty decent game, second place. If you made it this far, thanks so much for watching. You made it through the Odyssey, I suppose. I'm still parched. I had fun. We gained a little bit of MMR. I don't actually know if it's called MMR. Ranking rules, no. Points, I suppose. I'm going to keep up the win streak. Thanks so much for watching. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.